Hi guys, welcome to this video about what's the best camera for a YouTuber in 2019. Of course, that's already valid to the end of 2018, maybe still 2020. Camera market doesn't change anymore so fast. So if you buy something good now, it will probably good for maybe 5 years or something like that. But what's a good idea to buy if you want to make videos for your YouTube channel? But I mean, of course, it depends what kind of videos you're planning to do. If you're planning for something really specific, then of course there's a limited range of things. If you need something like waterproof or lightweight or um, really super wide angle like action camera or something like that, there are reasons why you can't just buy a camera if you want to make videos about water sports. Doesn't make sense to buy a DSLR or something like that. But apart from that, let's say you want to make a few like unboxing review, like how to's and those things, maybe animals or whatever. So what options do you have? I mean, we start here with the compact cameras. Here, that's on Amazon. There's, I, I mean, I would say $350. It's you can buy something decent. It's not like cheap, dirty. You can buy quality. You can buy Canon, something like this, which will be not too bad. There are of course other choices, Sony, Nikon, and so on, $350. Yeah, I've unfortunately made a little bit too wide range of price, but you can buy something decent. You see, they have good reviews, but um, I think there are better options than this. Of course, you can buy an action camera. They have super wide angle, but of course they have distortions. Some of this distortion can be eliminated, but they have some trade-offs. And usually sound is not very good as long as you're not using an external microphone. And yeah, there are many things which are not so good. I mean, picture or video quality are really not the best, even if you're using uh, best action camera like GoPro. I have to tell you this, even there the the video quality is uh, way lower than like from something like this. I don't know why it has to be like this. Maybe it's due to the wide angle. I have no idea. I've checked out so many videos about almost every camera. They are far away from compact camera, or especially far away from something like this, like a DSLR, which is the next possibility or next thing which could be an option for you, DSLRs. But they are one of the biggest disadvantage of these cameras. They are really bulky, and the quality, I mean, you would think the quality of such a big thing should be awesome, but it is not. I mean, I myself, I've been using DSLRs for many years, not on a high level, but I've been always trying to make some nice picture. It is possible, but it's really difficult. They are not really forgiving. and if you don't know what you're doing, it's really difficult to make good pictures and videos. And yeah, they are bulky, they're sometimes difficult to handle. Some of these, or most of these, don't have good automatic programs. They are focused more on manual settings, and they need a lot of experience. So, and yeah, if you're not a super pro, sometimes it's really difficult to have good results. So it's definitely not my recommendation. What's more, my recommendation is something like this. Maybe it's a surprise for you, but I have been doing my, or most of my YouTube videos with a smartphone. I've been using now the LG G5 since about 2 years. And why did I buy this? It was especially because of the price. It cost me 2 years ago, when it was still almost one of the top mobile phones, it cost me $220. Of course, when you think about the G6, it's a little bit more. I mean, you can still buy the LG G5, the old one, but now, this time, I mean, 2 years later, now it's a little bit outdated, and I would suggest that you rather buy the LG G6 or the LG V30. Why the LG? This is one of the only premium brand smartphones which come down in price really fast. I mean, the G5 2 years ago for about $220 was crazy. It was almost like nothing. I mean, it was definitely a steal, and still this $350 for an LG G6. You can buy this on Amazon with Prime for about $350. I think this is new. This is GSM version, AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. If you like more the V30, you can buy here, I think, sealed in box. I think it's also new, around $350 for LG V30. And yeah, it's not much difference. You can see, you can check out LG G6 or V30. I think they were close released. I think the G6 came first and then the V30. I think the V30 is a little bit the newer phone with the higher processor, but regarding RAM it's about the same. So why actually would I recommend something like this? So these phones from the LG G6 are waterproof. I mean, you can't dive. I mean, you can't go for snorkeling, or I wouldn't suggest, at least, but they're waterproof. Sometimes you're outside when you have really nice things. You can't prevent being wet sometimes in a pool or outside in special weather, or when you test something, or there are so many like situations where water just can happen when you do really nice videos, and which with compact cameras. Usually they are not waterproof. There are some, but the then quality goes really downhill. Of course, with action camera you will have this, but with DSLR, waterproof is definitely not a topic. So that's definitely one point for such a phone. Then, of course, I mean, an LG G6 or especially a V30 is still close to the really top models. And if you don't need the absolute best smartphone in the world, you can buy something like this and use that, or buy it extra. I mean, for me, I bought this extra, so I have both, and I don't have to use it has a lot of advantages for me to have it separate, because on my normal phone I'm sharing the pictures with the whole family, and I want to have my phone loaded battery, charged all the time, and I don't use extra space, and I don't mind. I have a more expensive phone for regular use, and I have the G5 just for YouTube videos, and when it drops, the chance that it drops, or uh, that it falls in the pool or something like that during YouTube videos, it's much higher. So I don't wanna use an $800 phone for YouTube videos. It's I think about 300, 350. For me, it's the about the limit. But if you say, yeah, you're using it for both things, normal use and YouTube videos, you can do this. But another thing is, when you have when you use the same smartphone for YouTube and for regular use, the problem is usually you get annoying notifications, like from social media and phone calls and all these things, where you want when you have to concentrate on making your YouTube video, and you get a phone call or other things. You don't need that. It's already complicated enough, so you usually tend to have an extra phone for YouTube. And this is really awesome. This is it is waterproof, it's fast, has a really nice screen, super camera. And the big thing with the LGs compared to other brands, so two things actually. The one thing is they are cheap. When they are still good, the price goes down really fast compared to other main brands. And the other main thing is the wide angle lens. Most of the smartphones now have two cameras now, but mainly they are used for just a little bit extra light, or like to make a picture look like I don't know how to call that, when you want to blurry background and those things. So but LG is using those both cameras distinctively, one for regular angle with about 70-75 degrees angle, and they have one camera for wide angle. The only thing is, I have been looking for the camera angle, and unfortunately it has gone down during last couple of years. I'm using the LG G5. It has a 135 degrees wide angle. That's the widest angle you can find, I think, with any smartphone. And also, with LG, they started with 135 degrees wide angle, and they found out it has a little bit too much barrel distortion. And then after that they went down with the LG G6 to 125, with the V30 to 120. Now with their current smartphones, the G7 and the latest one, V40, they have gone down to 107 degrees. They still call it super wide angle. 107 is not super wide. It's wide, but it's not super wide. The 135 was close to an action camera, but the 107 it's nice. It's still way better than what the other cameras have, but it's not the same. So for me, this wouldn't be enough. So I would choose from these ones. These are low in price now. They are still good, and they still have I would still call this really, maybe super wide angle, or at least real wide angle, 125, 120 degrees. So I would definitely go with something like this, or this. The good thing also, when you're using a smartphone as a YouTube camera, you have the nice screen, you have the touch screen, which you don't have with many other cameras. You have access to YouTube channel. You can upload the videos right away to your YouTube channel, or you can download apps to manipulate your videos easily, like cutting and do some extra enhancement, are really super easy with your smartphone. Of course, with a PC it's a little bit easier, but when you're like somewhere, you can, while you're still on the road, I mean, or like on the spot where you did the video, you can manipulate and cut and upload right away. So you are definitely faster than when you have to go home and upload everything from your camera to your PC and then start program and everything. So it has a huge advantage there. And also one big thing I have found out, you can screen record. I've been doing a lot of YouTube videos with screen recording. One thing, of course, is tests about apps, which I've been downloading and using, and made reviews about apps. This is a good thing, so you don't have to record with another camera at your cell phone screen, which is usually not so good. It's mirroring, and it doesn't look really good. And the other thing is, sometimes I've been doing real-time YouTube videos, I mean without cutting, when I made reviews about cameras. So I was able to show the screen maybe of the listing, then I invoked pictures, then videos, and everything just with screen recording in one flow, in one step after each other with screen recording. And then that was my video, and I uploaded it, and I got a lot of really positive feedback. I did a lot with action cameras, and that's a really big advantage. So there are really many advantages, and you have a backup phone. So if your best phone breaks, and you need another phone fast, like you're going on holiday for a business trip or something like that, you don't have time to buy another one, just switch your SIM card into this phone, which is actually your YouTube camera, and you can use it right away, and then you have time to buy a new phone or let the other one repair or whatever. So there's a huge range of advantages, and the quality is really good. I mean, you think, I mean, the cameras are so small in the cell phones these days. When you compare these to such huge lens and huge sensors, every professional will tell you this is the way to go, and this is crap. But I mean, technically it is, but when you consider they sell millions of these cameras, really millions or hundreds of millions of these cameras, and they sell maybe sell maybe 100,000 of these ones, maybe not even. I mean, you can imagine how much research and development companies put now into cell phone cameras compared into development of these cameras. And so, because of the sheer number and the high profit what they get from these cameras, they are way more likely to invest way more money into these things than into regular cameras. Most of the manufacturers, they still carry these regular cameras, but they don't invest a lot of money. I mean, the progress of these cameras has been really minor, while the progress of the improvement of these cameras have been absolutely amazing in the last couple of years. So that's my ideas, my thinking, my advice for you. I mean, a lot of people would think different. It's just my personal opinion, and I hope I still was able to help you a little bit with that. So if you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.